on the gridiron or courtside, you know what time it is. It's
Sports plus life. Sports plus life.
ringside or front court or field pass, we ballin', no. Knuckle up or buckle up, I tell it like it is when I'm on my show. Home run, slam dunk, knockout, or got some dough.
Sports plus life.
Yeah.
Sports plus life.
Ah.
Yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. You feel me? And you already know what's going down today, bruh. So guess what? Turn it off, turn it all the way off now. Yeah, how is everybody doing today? Oh man, please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life, that there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. And it is a beautiful, beautiful day outside in the Richmond, VA. I'm getting this started a little late than normal today because I was a little tired. I'm gonna lie, I was a little tired. I was up actually watching the Grammys last night. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched enough. I watched enough, saw some pretty good performances. I'll get into that in a minute, but first I got to throw my shout-outs out there to my Black and Gold fam and to my fam in general. I hope everybody has a wonderful, safe, and blessed week as it is Super Bowl week, Super Bowl week. Them hoes could have been served up a little better, but you know it is what it is. You get what I'm saying. It is Super Bowl week, but once again, shout outs again to everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful and safe, blessed week. Again, it is a wonderful, beautiful day here in the Richmond, VA. I know I'm repeating myself, but so what? It is Monday. Okay, like I said, a little later than usual, but it is Monday, February 6th, 2023. You heard me? So, before we get into the realm of sports, yes, I did watch the Grammys last night. And it was pretty cool. Well, I didn't watch the whole thing again. I did fall asleep. On it, but I caught all the performances after I woke up that I missed. The God Did performance, DJ Khaled with Jay and Ross and Wayne, John Legend. That was cool, but creepy at the same time. Because, that table was set up, for those who don't know. That's almost like the scene was trying to reenact The Last Supper, except in a more creepier way. And to those who know the business, know what that's all about. Beyonce winning 4 awards, that didn't surprise me with her Renaissance album. And I guess she made history. She made history last night. She now has the most Grammys ever. So congratulations to Beyonce. I'm going to tell you what, though, some things made me laugh. That Stevie Wonder performance was dope. I'm going to tell you, even being an 80s baby, when you my age, everybody mama or everybody grandma want to play some Stevie or some Smokey Robinson. The dude, Chris Stapleton, the country singer, he really impressed me because him and Stevie was jamming. Smokey Robinson came out there. Smokey Robinson still looking like an old player, old Detroit pimp. Shout out to Smokey Robinson. Berry Gordy was loving every second of it. It was really cool to watch because what's funny is that if you was black, you was jamming off of Stevie Wonder and Chris Stapleton. And it was funny because, the white people in the crowd, and I'm not being racist, I'm just being serious. The white people in the crowd, they were standing up, I'm pretty sure for Chris Stapleton, but I guess out of respect, because you got Stevie up there, you got Smokey Robinson, and, you want to be politically correct. You want to stand and applaud. Look at this, they are jamming. But, hey, Ben Affleck looked like he didn't want to be there at all. Looked like he was just standing because of protocol. And I love J-Lo, but J-Lo, when you was dancing to the Stevie Wonder performance, what the hell was you doing? I was like, she is off rhythm. Come on, Jenny from the block. What is going on? But it was That was cool to see. Yeah, Stevie's performance killed it. They murdered it. Oh my goodness, Stevie and Chris Stapleton and Smokey Robinson. They had everybody jamming. You had Flavor Flav with the big ass clock on, screaming "Stevie, yeah, boy!" But it was, I don't watch those award shows much. I don't watch those very much because it's be the same old rinse and repeat. They hip-hopped it out though. They hip-hopped it out. Busta's performance, that was good. Again, the performance for that Quavo did for Takeoff, I thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool as well. So, and Jay-Z, bro, I gotta say this about Jay-Z, man. Bro, you make too much money. You make way too much money. You worth $1 billion now. To wait till you get into your 50s to have some naughty ass, rope looking, nappy ass dreads, man. Cut your hair, bruh. Jay-Z, you make too much damn money to wait till you in your 50s to have some buckwheat looking ass dreads. Cut your shit, bruh. Go back to Jigga that nigga Jigga haircut. Simple up for real, bruh. You too old and you make too much money to be looking like that, man. I'm serious. I see Jay-Z's hair. I'm like, why does this man look? Why does he want to look like a wolf? Like, what the hell? Like, what is wrong with Jay-Z? And Beyonce being late to the Grammys, I thought that was special. I thought that was special too. She, but that's Queen Bee. She can do whatever she wanna do. But are you guys ready for the realm of sports? I'm ready. We ready. They ready. We all ready. Let's get to it. It is officially Super Bowl week. Yeah, you heard me chanting that earlier with the hoes in the background. I was not exactly on beat or on rhythm. Kind of symbolizes the way I dance, even though I got some sneaky rhythm, you motherfuckers. But anyway, it is Super Bowl week, and guess what we gonna start off talking about? Kyrie Irving. Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets star guard who is averaging over 27 points and got a deserved all-star selection. It would be his 8th time being an all-star. Demanded a trade last Friday when apparently contract negotiations as far as an extension were not on the same page of the Brooklyn Nets. Can't say that I blame Brooklyn, but I don't necessarily think I would have done what they done. But you figured Kyrie Irving let him know, hey, I'm not going to re-sign with you. So you don't want to let him walk out the door for free. So Kyrie Irving has been traded to the Dallas Mavericks for Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie, and an unprotected 2029 first-round pick, second-round picks in 2027 and 2029 as well. And Markieff Morris will also be going to the Dallas Mavericks. He is a part of the trade as well. So now Kyrie is out of Brooklyn. What does this mean for Kevin Durant? What does this mean for Kyrie Irving going forward? There were other teams that were interested in acquiring Kyrie Irving because look, when you get past all of the off the court distractions that keep Kyrie Irving from playing a lot of the time, which I don't agree with. But when he is on the court, Uncle Drew is something special. Like I said, he was averaging over 27 points a game. I watched a game of his a week ago when they were playing the Knicks, and he was absolutely electrifying. So now you have him in Dallas, paired up with Luka Doncic. How do I think this is going to go, the pairing of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic? Well, I don't think it's going to go that well. I mean, I believe they will both put up their numbers, but when it comes to win-loss, the win-loss ratio, I don't see it because Luka's a ball-dominant player. Kyrie Irving could be a ball-dominant player. Now, I could be wrong, but Jason Kidd, I will give Jason Kidd the benefit of the doubt being a point guard himself. Maybe he can come up with a plan, a scheme to have that work in his favor because, everybody was saying, particularly for the last few weeks, who can you get to play with Luka? What other star can you get to play with Luka? But Luka is he's such a ball dominant player. Will he be receptive to somebody who's a more proven player than him? Let's be real about it. Kyrie Irving is a more proven player than Luka Doncic, coming in there and putting on a show because Kyrie gonna put on a show. Because there were other teams interested in acquiring Kyrie's services, like the Los Angeles Clippers and the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm going to call it what it is. Kyrie Irving is going to be a Laker next season. I believe he's going to play out this string, play out the rest of this season with the Dallas Mavericks, obviously. But he will be a free agent next year. He will be a Laker. The Lakers will have the cap room to pay him what he wants to be paid. He will reunite with LeBron. Russell Westbrook's contracts will be coming off the books. Now, do you keep Russell Westbrook and Kyrie Irving? That's a question for a later date, especially with Westbrook accepting this role of coming off the bench and being great at it, by the way. So that's another question for another day. But yeah, at the end result, the end game is going to be Kyrie is going to be a Laker. And I heard today that the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, Joe Tsai, did not want to send Kyrie Irving to the Lakers. Okay, whatever, it is what it is. But I believe that's what's going to end up happening anyway. Now, as far as the Brooklyn Nets go, any thought of the Brooklyn Nets winning a championship this year just went out of the window with Kyrie Irving.
Bye, bitch.
When I saw this season that Kyrie was being a more active player, that he was actually on the court, the Brooklyn Nets, to me, I thought had just as good a shot as any of coming out of the Eastern Conference. I didn't think they were quite as good as Boston or Milwaukee, but a lot of that also had to do with the fact that Kevin Durant has missed the last about 3 weeks with a knee injury. He should be back in about a week, maybe 2 at the most. But now they're talking about maybe KD's going to want to get traded. So the Brooklyn Nets, who are right now 4th in the East, might not even make the play-in tournament if all is said and done. Because if you trade Kevin Durant, you might as well say night-night. You still have shooters around the Brooklyn Nets. You still have Seth Curry. You still have Joe Harris. You got T.J. Warren. So you have players. What are you getting out of Ben Simmons? I don't know. Like, you had a big three with KD, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is, again, he's spending more time on the bench than he is on the court. So now there have been talks that the Phoenix Suns are prepared to mortgage the farm to get Kevin Durant out there to Phoenix. You're also hearing, and this is funny to me, the Boston Celtics are expressing interest in getting Kevin Durant for Jaylen Brown. And if I'm Jaylen Brown, I'm thinking, what the fuck? Are you serious? Here we are, the number 1 seed in the East, best record in the NBA. I just made the All-Star team again. You know, I'm doing great riding shotgun next to Jason Tatum, and you niggas still want to talk about getting rid of me? You know, it comes to a point where Jaylen Brown is going to feel disrespected if he doesn't already feel disrespected. So as far as the Brooklyn Nets goes, I think that if Kevin Durant stays, I think you make the playoffs. If Kevin Durant goes, I think you totally fall off the wagon in its entirety. And for Kyrie Irving, put on a show in Dallas, bro. Let the rest of the NBA know what you were letting them know through this season, amidst outside of the little whole anti-Semitic stuff that was totally bullshit for the reason why he was suspended those 8 games or whatever. That was bullshit, period. That was bullshit. That should have not happened to Kyrie Irving, but continue to put on a show, Uncle Drew. Do what you do, and then bring your ass to LA so you can pair up with Bron next year. I'm not saying you're going to win a title, especially if Kevin Durant is out there in Phoenix. But as far as the Nets go, I mean, the question has been asked, is this the greatest failure as far as a big three in NBA history? Because remember, just a year ago, you had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. You had them in the 2021 season too. And for all of that talent, the greatest assemblance of offensive talent as far as a trio that the NBA has ever seen, and you won only one playoff series. Not a chip, not an Eastern Conference title, one playoff series. Barely being on the court for whatever reasons. Now the Brooklyn Nets could possibly be stripped down naked. Because what was I saying all during the offseason when Kevin Durant was demanding a trade? I was saying, don't trade him. No, he just signed an extension. No, at least play one season with KD and Kyrie and see what you get out of Ben Simmons, because they had added some nice pieces. Sean Marks had added some nice pieces with T.J. Warren, with Royce O'Neal, alongside with Seth Curry and Joe Harris. The shooting, the offensive firepower was not a problem. I said, try this year, see where you were at when KD got hurt. What, the Nets were second in the East? So they were balling, they were doing their thing, and then KD gets hurt, and now this situation with Kyrie. So I don't know. So the Nets look like they could be the potential dumpster fire when everything is said and done. But now we will move on to the NF of the L. And again, this is Super Bowl week. Super Bowl week. And of course, Super Bowl 57 will be this Sunday evening between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles in Arizona. Okay, so look, I didn't get none of my guys' picks last week because I'm like, we had a full week off. Sat there and watched the Pro Bowl games, which actually I enjoyed. I really enjoyed the Pro Bowl games. I think they may have found something to latch on to. Even with the flag football, seemed pretty fun. It did. I can't lie. I did enjoy that. But now it's game time. It's about the Philadelphia motherfucking Eagles and the Kansas City motherfucking Chiefs. We got black history. Okay, let me tell you, we got black history because we got two African-American quarterbacks starting for the first time in Super Bowl history. Which is a sad thing, actually, because that shouldn't be an issue if we were treated fairly and as equal. But again, that's another topic for another day. But you guys know where I'm going. You know who I'm pulling for. You know what time it is. Philadelphia all day. I'll just get my prediction out the way. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win. I think they're going to win by more than one possession. I have a final score of around 31-20. 31-20. I think that's being fair, I guess, because I think the Eagles have such the superior team to the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm hearing a lot of people, and it's funny to me, people who I know, who I've known for a long time, who are NFC East fans, like the Cowboy fans or Commanders fans or Giants fans, who are all saying the Chiefs are going to win. I'm like, damn, y'all being that petty? For real? Now, who knows who, well, you know who Sean going to pick. I don't know who David's going to pick, but you know who Keith is going to pick. I don't know who Calvin is going to pick, so we shall have to see. And we fitting to find out right now. We're going to make it quick with Cousin David. He got things to do. What up, boy?
What up?
All right, so let's get right to the nitty-gritty. Who winning, Chiefs or Eagles?
If Pat Mahomes is healthy, and like I saw, he doing his, he's in full workouts, and according to what they're saying, he in full workout. Patrick Mahomes all day, Kansas City. If they bullshitting, then it's Philly.
Okay, so I need a definitive pick. Who's winning, Kansas City or Philadelphia?
That's a 50-50 answer. I'll take Philly.
So you're going to take Philly?
I'll take Philly.
You going with the Eagles?
They haven't been wrong right about now.
All right. I said we was going to make this quick. I was going to get right down to the nitty-gritty. These nuts are popping.
These nuts is sending me popping.
You good, though?
Yeah, bro, I'm Gucci. You good?
Yeah, man. Mom Dukes and Dwayne came by here yesterday. They chilled for about a half an hour, yeah.
Everything all right?
Everything good. They bought London birthday bag and bought a bag for both London and Roman.
Well, it was their birthday, so what happened?
No, they got their birthday bag. They came in and they enjoyed it. They gave your mom's hug and a kiss, and they went back outside playing. And we sat and talked for about, we sat and talked for about a half an hour just to catch up.
Yeah, it happens. They do that.
Yes, sir.
They do that. That's what fam do.
That's what fam do, bruh.
That's what fam do, nigga.
All right. So, you heard about Kyrie Irving, right? Getting traded.
Yeah, I saw that. The big talk is whether they made a mistake, or it's or if Kyrie gonna be the safety they looking for.
Kyrie gonna be a Laker next year, bro. Just want to let you know that.
I'm more interested in the whole LeBron thing. Him chasing the Kareem bracket.
Well, he gonna pass Kareem this week, bro.
Oh yeah, of course. He gonna be King James for real.
King of scoring, I guess.
I mean,
look, I'm a Laker fan, but I don't put LeBron past Magic or Kobe or Jordan or Kareem. That's just me.
Yeah. I mean, LeBron got time. Reality.
Time? The nigga been in the league 20 years.
Fair. Are they going to take that away from him? Regardless of what all, they're going to look at it like LeBron. Either way, it's going to same thing like it comes down to football. How many championships does he have?
Exactly. And I don't put LeBron past Magic, Michael, Kobe, or Kareem.
Correct. He going to get the scoring title. He going to get the scoring thing. He going to pass Kareem. That's fine. Whether he passes all time of all the scoring leaders, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to how many rings LeBron has. He ain't going to win this one. and it's going to come down to next year and how many more years LeBron got.
Well,
Yeah.
we shall see. But Philadelphia Eagles says couldn't David. Well, I know you got stuff to do, homie. So I said I was gonna make that quick and sweet. That's why I ain't throw you away with Sean. I'm about to hit Sean up next.
For sure. Tell myself what's good, my G.
All right, my nigga.
Later on, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like.
All right. So couldn't David picks the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, he waffled around the pick. He said if we ain't bullshitting, it's gonna be Kansas City. But if he bullshitting, it's gonna be Philadelphia. So I'm gonna pick Philadelphia. Okay, that's cool. But now, brother Sean, who was who last week had his jerseys put in the rafters for the classic performance that he had last week. What up, homie?
What's good with you? You said he was waffling around the pick. Hey, ain't no waffling around. We finna beat that ass.
You heard? Say it again.
We finna beat that ass.
So now this is the week. This is the week, sir. This is the week that we've been waiting for. This Super Week. Are you nervous? Are you a little nervous?
No, like you know why I'm not nervous, bro? It's because, like I said, bro, my expectations for my team is where they were supposed to be at. I just wanted Jalen to get to the NFC Championship and win one and win the playoff game so he could be better than Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott, which he did his job for me. But I would also love to get a Super Bowl, a second one before Dallas get one anytime soon. Yes. And I've been hearing that I've been living rent-free in Dak Prescott's mind and the Cowboys. You know why I've been living rent-free? Because, motherfucker, it's always something to talk about. Because y'all fucking Cowboys fans are some assholes. Y'all ass, y'all trash. Your team is trash. Your manager is trash. Schottenheimer, like, who the fuck is he for offensive coordinator? And then you...
Oh, bro. Oh, wow.
Y'all fucking trash. And yes, sir, we ain't even talking about my Eagles. You want to know why we ain't got to talk about my Eagles? Because my Eagles in the Super Bowl. We don't get talked about all week. Let's talk about your sorry-ass Cowboys. You sorry-ass bastards. Nobody wants to fucking say it, but you're sorry as shit. Oh, wait, everybody wants to say it. Goddamn, I'm going to say it right now again. You fucking trash.
Well, look, okay, well, let me bring it back.
Go ahead.
Let me bring it back, and I understand why. See, this is why Sean is venting, and he said this on last week's show about how people were trying to question his fandom to the Philadelphia Eagles, and I saw it. You know, I went on Facebook and I saw it, and I was like, wow, people went as far as to call him a fraud, and I was like, yo, wait a minute, okay, Sean is my brother. And I know every bit of sports fandom in his life, okay? So to set the record straight, when we were in school, mind you, we've been out of school for 21 motherfucking years. When we were in school, Sean was an avid 49ers fan because he loved Jerry Rice. He loved Jerry Rice. Whenever Jerry Rice would score a touchdown, Sean would start singing Rice Around Me, the San Francisco treat. So he was a Jerry Rice fan. But then he became a Terrell Owens fan. I'll recap the story again like last week. When they beat the Green Bay Packers, this was January of 1999, technically the 98 season. Sean called me and lost his shit. So when Jerry Rice got traded to the Raiders, he wasn't becoming a Raider. He wasn't going to become a Raiders fan. I dared him to become a Raiders fan because I'm a Bronco fan. So he was a T.O. fan. But I also knew he had an affinity for Brian Dawkins. He loved Brian Dawkins the way I love Steve motherfucking Atwater. So
hold on. T.O. was traded at the time from the 49ers.
In 2000, after the 2003 season, yes.
To the Eagles. That's what turned my attention to the team because I'm like, I'm from Philly, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, let me see what this Eagles team is about. All my family up there, I go up there and see. I was like, let me start looking into this. So I fell in love with Brian Dawkins in the defense. That was my dude. I loved his passion. I loved that he was so aggressive, but I love that he was so aggressive and that he didn't have to cuss or do anything. A leader, his passion, the way he looked at football, the way he came out the tunnel. I fell in love with all that stuff. Defensive-minded people, to stop people. And back then, it was about shutting people down.
Jim Johnson.
Gladiators, Jim Johnson, strong football. That's when I turned my things to defense, and I'm like, man, I love the way this man plays football. Then that time, I started looking across the whole team and fell in love with McNabb and all the players at that time. And it was just Dawkins for me and the Eagles, and I've been an Eagles fan ever since then.
And Terrell Owens gets traded to the Eagles. So, and by this time, Sean is in the Army now. So when Sean tells me, hey, I'm an Eagles fan, I'm like, okay. I'm like, before I'm thinking about the 49ers.
Don't winning no fucking Super Bowls.
Yeah, the Eagles did not have a Super Bowl. No.
There won't no bandwagon as we was fucking winning and shit like that because we won't.
No, they weren't. And Sean has been, for the last 20 years, Sean has been fly, Eagles, fly. No bones about it.
Green.
He's been gang green. So to anybody who goes,
it ain't no change until the day I go, bro, because it's all team now. It ain't players. I was a player lover back then I was a team lover. But, you got to explain this shit to the haters because they so upset that their team ain't shit and they need something to pick on. But they ain't got shit to say, bro. I mean, like, y'all look like y'all going to be ass for, like, a couple of years down the road. Like, I don't see it. I don't see the tunnel. I don't see the light at the end of this tunnel. You know what I'm saying? That shit look a little dark, motherfucker.
It look a little dark.
A little dark out here. I can't see, motherfucker.
What?
Like, my family in here looking at me like, the fuck this motherfucker doing?
What has kind of made me laugh a little bit is that every person that I've talked to who is a fan of an NFC East team, every person I've talked to who's a fan of an NFC team, whether they're a Commanders fan, a Giants fan, or a Cowboys fan, everybody is picking the Chiefs to win. These people who I've talked to are NFC East fans. And I'm like, why y'all being so petty?
Oh, yeah. Is it still in there? Or you need me to give it to you? All right, let me look it up.
So I asked that question. When I talk to a few of my friends who are Giants fans, when I talk to a few of my friends who are Washington fans, or when I talk to some of my friends who are Cowboys fans, teasing them at the same time, and I say, well, who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl? They all say, oh, the Chiefs going to win. And I say, you really think so? I mean, okay, I get it. Same record, Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback in football. But I'm like, are you thinking the Chiefs?
Before the experience, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm like, are you picking the Chiefs to win because you really think they're going to win, or is it because you hate the Eagles? Like, somebody asked me, well, are you picking the Eagles to win because you're a Bronco fan? I said, no. I said, absolutely not. I said, I'm looking at the matchups. I said, yes, I love the Philadelphia Eagles. I do. I don't root against the Philadelphia Eagles unless they play the Denver Broncos. The only NFL games I've ever been to live have been Philadelphia Eagles games. I have love for the Philadelphia Eagles. I said, but I'm looking at the matchups. I said, I think Cincinnati would have been a better Super Bowl. I said, I think the Eagles are going to win this by 2 possessions. I said, I think they're going to, and I said this before we got on the phone, I think the Eagles are going to win the game 31-20. And that's me being nice because I wanted to say 31-10. So what is a final score prediction for you, bro?
Final score prediction for me, I'm going to say it's going to be a high-scoring game because Pat's going to get his off. I'm going to say the score, I'm going to say it's the 31-28 Super Bowl.
31 what?
31-28.
Okay, you're being kinder than I am. I think the Eagles are going to win by 2 possessions.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tight Super Bowl because you know how the NFL go. And if we cooking on all cylinders, I see a 38-21 Super Bowl. I just want to say because it's going to be some nerves. People go, no, you know what? I ain't even going to lie to you. Give me 31 to, I would say 31-17.
Okay, so now you're looking on my rearview mirror. Because I said 31-20. You said 31-17.
Mean it because I don't believe. I know Pat's gonna get his off, but I don't believe they got enough to continuously keep up with us, and I believe we're gonna score on them. So I'm gonna give it 31. No, because we ain't gonna need to put the gas off. We're gonna do the same thing we do to every team every year. The formula's been working. We're gonna get up by what we got to get up, but we're gonna hold off. So, yep, I'm gonna say 31-17. Let's do that.
Okay. 31-17. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now, what I have not done yet on this show is that my team, and I want your opinion on this, Sean, my Denver Broncos had some big news pretty much the day after we did the show.
Mm-hmm.
We have landed Sean Payton, ex-New Orleans Saints coach, Super Bowl winning coach, even though that was a long time ago, but very successful coach Sean Payton. That was the guy who Dallas fans were targeting. That was the guy who a lot of Charger fans were targeting, but we got him. And my excitement did not get too high because for the last 2 years, last 2 off seasons, I've been super excited, and the Broncos have made me look like a damn idiot. You know, I came on here last year ranting and raving about when we got Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson had the worst year of his career. 2 years ago, I came on here ranting and raving about Teddy Bridgewater because I hated Drew Lock that motherfucking much. So now with Sean Payton, I'm excited, but I'm not going to go overboard because now I have to see it. So what do you think about Sean Payton to my Denver Broncos?
I think it's a good look. I think you guys needed it for the season that you had, especially being with Russell Wilson and what he's going through right now. He needs a strong-minded coach, and the first year coach just wasn't it. You would think that it would be different because you don't need somebody to really coach up Russell Wilson, but he's been having a tough go at it. And I feel like that strong, dominant coach, like Pete Carroll was strong and dominant, and I think that Russell needs that because he's not. I don't know what happened to him. He just went the wrong way. That season was just bad. With all that talent around you guys, and it was so expected for y'all to take over, and to look like y'all did. It was surprising, and I think that somebody like Sean Payton coming in there, knowing had somebody like Drew Brees, having success, being in the Super Bowls, as Pete Carroll and them did, and he did with Russell Wilson over there in Seattle. I think that's good for you guys. Get some fresh blood in there, some more experienced blood in there to go along with the young team that you really guys have. The only thing you have is Russell Wilson with experience, and just to have that new blood in there and that new personality of somebody who's been there and done that walk. I think it's going to be exciting for you guys.
Well, I look at it like this. I'm happy Sean Payton is in there because, for one, we have an offensive-minded head coach, and I look at what Sean Payton did in the last years of Drew Brees' career. Not saying Russell Wilson has fallen off of the wagon that much, but Sean Payton took Drew Brees. Drew Brees was clearly limited the last 3 years of his career. And there were game plans drawn up where the Saints were still a 12 or 13 win team every season. And I feel we're more loaded than those teams. So I'm encouraged about that. You would think that Russell Wilson wouldn't need to be coached up because he's the 10-year vet. He's a Super Bowl champ. He's a 9-time Pro Bowler. But clearly he does need to be coached up like that. I think this could be a better situation than when Russell Wilson was with Pete Carroll because Pete Carroll is a defensive coach. You know, what a lot of people may...
And they didn't have a lot of weapons.
Right. Well, a lot of people may tend to forget is that the offensive coordinator for all those years under Seattle was Darrell Bevell. He was the one who was doing most of the work with Russell Wilson. And he was not... Now, if they had said the Broncos had signed to Darrell Bevell, I would actually been like, okay, just because of the familiarity with Russell Wilson. But Sean Payton is even better. I'm excited about that. I'm interested to see who our defensive coordinator is going to be because our defensive coordinator just signed with the Carolina Panthers.
Not doing that.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how that goes because we still have a top 5 defense. We have a top 5 defense, so I'm interested to see where that goes. But I'm not going to get overly excited. I want to see where that's going because the AFC West, the year that you think the AFC West is going to be awesome, it wasn't. But watch next year the AFC West be fucking loaded. Because watch,
it's like I said with my division.
Yep.
Like when we suck, everybody sucks.
Yep.
And when we're good, everybody's good. Look, it's like the Giants turned it on. Of course, the Cowboys said they don't want to lose. I'm like, man, we barely got in last year with 9 wins. Now we need 14 to get in there and win it. It's like crazy.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now watch Aaron Rodgers end up going to the fucking Raiders and them being awesome. Justin Herbert, I don't know though, because I think A-Rod going to the Jets. I want to see that. I would rather see that than him going to the Raiders.
I know you would than him going to the Raiders, but also I think just the team wise and everything like that and coaching, I think he would want to go to the Jets. That's a bigger. I know it's Vegas. I don't know. A-Rod seems like a Vegas kind of guy.
And Devontae Adams been showing him neighborhoods, houses where he can come live in.
Yeah. So I mean, he has that, and he has Devontae there too. So I mean, I mean, but just looking at what happened to Vegas, and then you got to look at, like you said, the division they in. I'm not messing with that. But even though you got, I don't know, you still got Miami and the Buffalo over there, and you got the Patriots. So yeah, it don't even matter where you go.
But if you're the New York Jets, do you want? But think about this: if you're the New York Jets, if you're the New York Jets, yeah, maybe you could get Aaron Rodgers, but wouldn't you want to get Derek Carr, somebody who's 9 years younger?
Yeah, I would, but if you're the New York Jets, you want a big splash, you want to start winning, you haven't been winning, and if you can get somebody like A-Rod to win now, and then you can still groom up your young quarterback behind that, you still put a first-round pick on.
Fuck Zach Wilson.
Some opportunity to see if you won. Zach Wilson, to see if he can still do something. Then you could do that, and still, you know what I'm saying, he's learning from Aaron Rodgers. Get that man an opportunity, and then focus on, trying to get picked or acquire stuff to get a quarterback once Aaron Rodgers goes away and Zach Wilson doesn't pan out. Then you have something to do that. But I would if I can get A-Rod, I'm taking him over Derek Carr right now because I still got Zach Wilson behind me.
Well, I don't disagree with that notion, but if I'm the New York Jets, I mean, damn, it would be hard to pass on Aaron Rodgers. But I mean, you don't go wrong with the Aaron Rodgers thing. But to me, the Zach Wilson thing, this is Zach Wilson, because I don't think Zach Wilson is going to be any good when it comes to our starting quarterback. That's just
and look at Carr and all that talent he had around him, and he ain't get it done, bro.
Yeah. Now, aside from the Sean Payton Denver news, I guess the news that was bigger than everything happened the day after we did the podcast. 2 days. Tom Brady retired, and he says it's for good. There are a lot of people who don't believe that. I literally just about an hour ago watched him do an interview on The Herd with Colin Cowherd, and he says, no, I'm finished. I'm done. So here's my question to Tom Brady. You gave up your family for 8 and 9 seasons, and then you saying deuces? I'm just playing. I shouldn't say that. But how do you feel? Do you think Brady is done?
Yeah, I think he's done, man. You can look at Tom Brady as this year and see that man was going through it, man. He was going through it. He aged. Like you always see Tom Brady. Tom Brady always looks like, you know what I'm saying? He may be older, but he still looks like he's vibrant and stuff, man. That man
was aging like a black person.
Yeah, he was woe down, bro. And it's like to do all that and deal with all this off-field stuff, and then to get in your season look like that, you lose everything, and it's almost like, man, what did I really do this for? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I was saying the whole season. You came back for this?
Yeah, you can have that money. You can still be around football talking about it. It ain't like you can't go into it. If you really want to be around football, get into coaching, dude. I know it's different, but if you got to be around that type of stuff, you can still do it, man. You had an excellent career. Everybody believes you to go. And at the range, you have everything to prove. I mean, to all the accomplishments, you at the top of that. Go out on top, man. He should have. He went out a year too late. I mean, a year too late, bro. He should have.
Yeah, I agree with you. You got 375 million reasons where you can sit on your ass and still be around the game of football without having to take the physical punishment. And I've been riding Tom Brady's back the whole season because I'm like, bro, there will be life after football. And the most important part about your life after football, you chose football ahead of that. And the end result is for what? For the worst season of your career?
Right.
That's right. That's like God saying, okay, all right, so you really? All right, okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to show you what you're missing. I'm gonna show you what you're missing. You're not gonna be god awful, but you ain't gonna be great. You'll be respect. You'll be respect. Like I think he's finished. I think he's done. I could, it was something different about that message. We all found out last year that the retirement, there was no retirement. It was really just trying to put together a scam that Brian Flores blew up. But yeah, Brady, just go ahead, sit in the booth. You know what I feel bad for though? I feel bad for Greg Olson. Olson because he's on the A team of Fox and he's about to get replaced.
He going.
You not putting Brady on no B or C team.
No.
Unless they do a 3-man booth. Now, I think they should do a 3-man booth because Greg Olson, I don't watch many games as far as commentators go because of the red zone.
Hater, bro. He been hating on my team all year. Fuck Greg Olson.
Hey, but Greg Olson is good in the booth, though. Well, what are you fucking?
Good and terrible.
Well, you know what? Let him hate because his hate, just like I tell my man Tony, your hate of the Philadelphia Eagles is going to carry them to a Super Bowl championship.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say what? You think Brady gonna hate the Eagles less? They beat him in a Super Bowl.
Man, I don't give a fuck what Brady got to say about my team. Brady. But yeah, I'm excited that man finally calling it quit.
Yes, go
now that's one less person Skip Bayless to talk about next year, and less time he gonna talk about his personal life. Broadcasting. Tom Brady talks so well on there. He's gonna bring that up.
Oh yeah, because now they're gonna be co-workers. Think about that.
Exactly. So you can't talk about them all day long. It's only LeBron. Who else he gonna talk about? LeBron,
Dallas,
Cowboys,
and the Cowboys. That's it. You know he will find a way.
He need to replace somebody else. Because Tom Brady was the third topic.
He gonna replace Tom Brady with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, there you go. Man, love him some damn Baker Mayfield. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna replace Tom Brady with Baker Mayfield.
I love to listen to Shannon, bro, but I hate that they pick the same 3 topics every
day. Tom Brady, Dallas Cowboys, LeBron James. Tom Brady, Dallas Cowboys, LeBron James. But
that's all he can talk about, bro.
But you brought up a perfect segue to the next subject I wanted to talk to you about in basketball. Kyrie Irving gets traded yesterday to the Dallas Mavericks.
Man, I was so believing that he was gonna go to the Lakers. Don't even give me. I just knew it was gonna happen. But Kyrie to the Mavs, I think that's gonna be dope. Looking at what Luka did last year without that help, and people always talking about defense. That don't mean nothing when they got them bucketed on everybody. Look at the damn Warriors. Them boys had they weren't all that before. Yeah, they had what's his name, Draymond Green. But come on, man, them boys was all offense. Clay and Steph just bucketed, and I believe with Luka and Kyrie, man, that's gonna be crazy if they gel together. If Kyrie ain't on some Kyrie shit, you know.
But you're missing something right there. You're missing something right there. You saying that if Kyrie ain't on some Kyrie? Oh no. Kyrie's gonna put on a show because he's gonna be a free agent next year. If he wants anybody. Look, well, first of all, let's put this in its proper perspective. Kyrie Irving will be a Laker next season. He will be a Los Angeles Laker next season. The only way I could see him not being a Laker.
Why would Mark Cuban do that?
Only way I would say is Mark Cuban throws so much money at Kyrie that he can't say no.
But you got to, because you just gave up. You just gave up something that was used that helped Luka last year to do something. And then if he don't do nothing with Luka right now and he got rid of future picks and he's gonna lose Kyrie. Like Luka gonna be like, bro, I'm trying to win, bro. Luka ain't trying to stay around there if you ain't adding no pieces around him.
Trust me when I tell you, bro. Now, like I said, Mark Cuban. Now, if anybody could pull that off, I would say Mark Cuban is one of those owners who could pull that off. Yeah. Kyrie wants to be a Laker. He wanted to go to the Clippers. The Clippers tried to swoop in the last minute and steal him.
Mm-hmm.
But Kyrie wants to be a Laker, and Mark Cuban, I think, at the end result is going to end up looking foolish because, in a sense, you're renting Kyrie Irving for the rest of the season.
That's what I'm saying. You would be renting him.
And now you're saying see, Luka is a ball-dominant player. He's a ball-dominant player. Do you think that he's going to it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts when he sees a player who's more accomplished than him. Because let's keep it real. Kyrie Irving is more accomplished than Luka Doncic. He's a champion. He's a champion, made arguably the biggest shot in the history of the NBA Finals, who's averaging over 27 points a game. How is Luka Doncic gonna feel when he's not gonna have the ball in his hand as often? Luka gonna say, "Hey, well, playing this way got us to the Western Conference Finals." I'm interested to see how Jason Kidd coaches that, how Jason Kidd handles that situation. I am, because Kyrie and Luka, I think they're gonna both get their numbers, but is that gonna equal up to wins? Now, what I am surprised at is that Hardaway Jr. didn't have to come in that trade. They got Dorian Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie. I would have demanded Tim Hardaway Jr. if I was Brooklyn. And the Nets got Mavericks got Markieff Morris in that deal too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm interested in that. And the report is that the Brooklyn Nets owner did not want to send Kyrie to the Lakers. He didn't want to help the Lakers out. I'm like, why y'all hating, bruh?
That's always like they always hating on the Lakers, bro. Why? What we do? I ain't gonna say.
Are you hating on the Lakers or are you hating on LeBron? Which one?
Hating on LeBron and the Lakers. It goes together.
But see, the Lakers could, if the Lakers spin this right, they could come out looking real sweet for next season. Because okay, Westbrook's contract comes off the book after this season, right? So then okay, Kyrie Irving's a free agent. You sign Kyrie Irving, but you could still get Westbrook back. You could still bring
You don't want Westbrook.
No, you could bring you could bring Westbrook back coming off the bench. Westbrook has been playing great since he's been coming off the bench.
Yeah, but is he gonna want to continue to do that still?
That's the big question. That would be the big question. But because what Westbrook has actually done by coming off of the bench is he's increased his dollars. Westbrook's value was at an all-time low after last season. But he's going to win Sixth Man of the Year this year. I do think the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. Westbrook has actually gotten his value back up by coming off the bench. Now, teams that will come and offer Westbrook money may come and say, hey, we don't want you to be a starter. We want you to come off the bench. Will Westbrook think it's worth it? Oh, Indiana wants me to come off their bench. You know what I'm saying? Indiana wants me to come off their bench. Do I want to come off the bench in Indiana or Atlanta, or do I want to stay with the Lakers in my hometown, come off the bench, and actually now we got Kyrie with LeBron, with AD. Now we got a legit chance to win a fucking championship.
I mean, when you put it that way. It does sound appealing.
And think about it. Your closing lineup in tight games, you can have Kyrie, LeBron, AD, and Westbrook all on the fucking floor with Bryant.
No fucking AD because that bitch ass motherfucker stay injured.
Oh, well, that's why we got Rui Hachimura.
Nah, man. Oh, yeah. Hachimura there, yeah.
That's why I love that trade.
Yeah, well, we see. We'll go see. I mean, you got it coming on, man, because right now.
And now, on top of that, Boston has offered. Boston is putting together a package to offer, and I think it's stupid, but they're putting together a package to offer Brooklyn for Kevin Durant. So is Phoenix.
Yeah, everybody's going to try to, because KD ain't going to stay there.
No. But if you bought, the Boston is offering Jaylen Brown.
That's stupid.
That's stupid as a bitch.
That's stupid. I wouldn't do that.
Bro, if I'm Jaylen Brown, I feel some type of way. I'm feeling some type of way because I'm like, wait a minute, we got the best record in basketball. We was in the finals last year. I made the All-Star team again, and y'all still want to get rid of me for Kevin Durant? And I understand that that's Kevin Durant, but Jaylen Brown is about 10 years younger. He's a better defender. You know what I'm saying? He rocks better with Jason Tatum. And think if Brooklyn,
if you got Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant.
But think about it. If you trade Kevin Durant to Boston, you're not just gonna get Jaylen Brown. You're gonna get Jaylen Brown and a couple other people.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get some other pieces, and that's stupid. I wouldn't do that if I was Boston.
I wouldn't do that neither.
I wouldn't do that neither. They can get somebody else to come there and not mortgage their future for Kevin Durant. Fuck that. I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that neither.
Cause KD really ain't. KD is KD off his name, but what has KD done lately? He ain't did shit.
He's been hurt a lot, you know.
Exactly.
He's been hurt.
Ooh. So I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. That's stupid.
And I don't think Kevin Durant. I don't think trading Kevin Durant for Jaylen Brown. I think you do a disservice to your team by doing that.
If I was Phoenix, yeah, because
Phoenix, yeah.
You need that extra boost in Phoenix. You see, you can't do that with what you got. Phoenix, yeah, but I ain't doing that shit if I'm back.
Yeah, if you Phoenix, and as long as you're not giving up Booker or Chris Paul, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you give up DeAndre Ayton and Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder, okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
But Boston? For what?
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that. That no good.
No, that's no good. That's no good.
That no good. That no good.
Did you watch any of the Grammys last night?
Hell no. I don't give a shit about them fucking weird ass people. But they weird ass outfits. Some of them outfits be looking dope though.
Well, yeah, it was one chick who was sitting next to Sean Smith, the guy who sings the song One Call Away, who looked like she was getting ready to marry the devil.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure that shouldn't be all over the net. People crazy, you know, so I'm looking up.
Oh yeah, man. Well, DJ
I did see that Beyonce made history though.
Yeah, she did make history. She did make history. The performer DJ Khaled, they did the song God Did. They performed that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. It was creepy. It was creepy because they tried to make the scene on the stage look like the Last Supper, like for Jesus, but it looked creepy. I'm like, boy, y'all going to hell. But
you know they probably did some ritual. I ain't watching.
Yeah, and Jay-Z, I said this about Jay-Z earlier. Man, you make too much money to wait till you in your 50s to get some naughty head buckwheat ass dreads. Hey, bro, cut your hair, bro. You too old for that, bro.
Nah, dude. Jay-Z can do what he want to do.
This nigga got hair looking like Predator. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Beyonce was late to the Grammys. That was special. That was special.
That's dope, though, man.
You said what?
I said that's dope, though. You know what I'm saying? That she got all of she's the.
Yeah, that's
our
dope.
lifetime. We have somebody who's like the best of the best of the best. That's nice as far as Grammy Awards.
Yeah.
That's good for Beyonce.
All she had to do was sell her soul. Oops, did I say that?
Oh. You won't have the Beehive at me. He said that.
Hey, man, I don't give a fuck about a Beehive, nigga.
They ain't coming at me. They sing.
Well, no, don't come at Sean. No, I said it. God damn it. No, what the Beehive do? I'm going to say, this is the only question I got to say to you Beehive members. Do she pay y'all bills?
Gonna come get you.
Hey, Beehive members, does Beyonce pay your bills?
They feel like she do.
Well, if she pay your bills, then okay, then you got me. But if not, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Beyonce got her recognition, great. She's an all-time great. Great, awesome. But I said what I said. I thought it was special that she was late to the Grammys, though. That's how you know you the shit. When she won an award, she wasn't there to accept it because she was late.
She knew she could do it.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was special. I thought that was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was beautiful. But Stevie Wonder's performance with Smokey Robinson and the country singer, I done forgot his name now, Chris somebody. But no, that was dope. Yeah, I will have to say that Stevie Wonder in his 70s now, still they killed it. They killed it. But other than that, you know, I watched about half of it before I fell asleep. You know, yeah. I watched half of it before I fell asleep because I'm like, okay. You know, there's no football on. I did watch the Pro Bowl game. Did you watch any of the Pro Bowl stuff?
I was bored of this, so I started watching a little bit of that.
Shit was kind of cool.
But, yeah. So the skill challenges was dope and stuff like that. But, you know, I ain't really, I don't care what they do with the Pro Bowl.
How much you want to bet those, the catch joint where they was jumping off trampolines, doing flips, catching the ball? How much you want to bet that's going to be better than the dunk contest? For the NBA All-Star game.
I seen St. Lamar Brown do that. But then a highlight. I also seen the golf jump. That was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like Happy Gilmore. That would have been me out there trying to bang it out there like Happy Gilmore. They I thought it was pretty. It was decent, you know, for what it was.
Yeah, for the first time doing it, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is now it's Super Bowl time, and Sean has called the Philadelphia Eagles to win 31-17. David has called the Philadelphia Eagles to win the Super Bowl reluctantly. I done said the Eagles gonna win 31-20. So, bruh, is you ready for Sunday?
Man, you know I am. You know I'm ready. I'm so excited. I'm hyped. I'm ready to lose my voice because you know I'm gonna lose it. I'm going to lose my mind or pull my hair out, even though I cut it off. It's about to be crazy. I can't wait for the Super Bowl.
Bergen. All right, bro. Well, you go ahead, man. Go ahead and do your thing, man. I'm going to hit you. You know I'm going to hit you up before this. I'm going to hit you up during the game.
Oh, yes, man. Don't you call me.
I am going to call you once. I'm going to call you when the Eagles take.
If we win it, I'm going to answer. If we
lose. No, if y'all losing, I ain't going to fuck with you. I'll wait till Monday.
Don't you call me, I'm going to go crazy. No, but definitely, man, I'm just excited. You know what I'm saying? I almost feel like just looking at the matchups, looking at our team, man, I'm not nervous at all. If they win, it'll be a good game. It'll be awesome. You know, I would love to have 2 Super Bowls under our belt. More shit on them Cowboys fans with, so they could be upset, and Jerry Jones could be like, "Oh, y'all did for the long run, but we had 2 Super Bowls since you ain't been in the conference championship in how long? Whoa, at least a decade. That's trash."
Sean was on fire last week. The funniest joint that got me was when he said, "And fuck all you Cowboy fans who ain't seen a motherfucking Super Bowl since motherfucking Tecmo Bowl." That shit still has me on the floor laughing.
I ain't seen one this Tecmo Bowl, but we all good, baby. You know what I'm talking about? In our second one, you know what I'm talking about? That's my daughter, this boy. You know what I'm talking about? So, can't wait. Got my wings and things ready to chow down.
Look at him rhyming, he don't even know it. Saying he got my wings and things.
I said, I chicken, cha.
Need to put your ass on auto-tune.
Yeah. Yes, baby.
All right, well, homie. Well, look, I'm going to get at you, bro.
All right, homie.
Yes, sir.
I'll choke out. All right, bro.
All right. Brother Sean, you already know which way he was going to go with that Super Bowl piz night. Okay. And speaking of okay, Big C is on the phone. It is now his turn to get him Super Bowl picks. What up, Calvin?
What's up, man?
Say that again.
I said, what's up? What's going on?
You tell me, brother. It is Super Bowl week. First of all, let's cut to the chase. Who you got?
I really want to see Kansas City win, but I think the Eagles will beat them people.
Okay. I can feel you. Now, my next question is, well, why do you want to see Kansas City win specifically?
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
Only Reid.
Well, why Andy Reid? Andy Reid got a ring.
Yeah, but I want him to beat the team that threw him out on his ass. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I rooted against them niggas so bad last time they was in the Super Bowl at 0-1.
Well, they were playing your team.
Yeah, apples and oranges, dog. It don't matter. But I think Philly's gonna probably beat them because it's something I learned on. Something that y'all had kind of pointed out to in another situation. Eagles can run the ball. You know, they can run the ball. That's big, and that defensive, the Chiefs' defensive lineman and Chris Jones is spectacular, but their line is spectacular. They got people who have been there before. You know what I'm saying? You know, not have been here, but they got a good defensive line.
Well, no, there are players on the Eagles team who have been there before. Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham, they were on that 2017 Super Bowl winning squad.
And Sue was on there.
Well, Sue just won a Super Bowl 2 years ago with you guys, so the experience is not an issue.
Right. I just, I think Mahomes is going to be Mahomes, but it may not be enough.
So is that your final answer, sir? You're picking the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah, I'm picking Philly.
Okay. All right. So, what do you have a final score?
Do something crazy. Let's say 16-19.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's not going to be like the 21s and the 24s and 20. It's going to be something strange, like 26-23 or something like that. I'm going to go 26-23.
26-23.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. I definitely feel what you're saying. The final score I picked was 31-20. 31-20 Philadelphia. I do think they're going to beat them by more than one possession. But, I want everybody's opinion as far as how they think the game is going to go. Who do you think is going to be the Super Bowl MVP?
Probably Jalen Hurts. That'll be mad. Probably Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. You got Jalen Hurts as the Super Bowl MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to agree with you because of what he can do throwing and running the football.
Yeah, and how they usually do it, unless one dude had like a real standout game, like, and they gonna give it to the quarterback.
Well, remember last year Cooper Kupp was the MVP.
Yeah, but he had a standout crazy game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This play was a whole lot better than the quarterback, like a whole lot better. He won. He took the game over. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Edelman did. You know what I'm saying? When he got the MVP. Right. Because you done seen Super Bowls before when they, people. If everybody plays great, they give it to the quarterback. They do.
Yeah. Well, you think about it. When a wide receiver wins MVP for the Super Bowl, which is not anything uncommon because you said Edelman's done it, Cooper Kupp did it last year, Deion Branch did it, Jerry Rice has won an MVP in the Super Bowl. Who's throwing that? Somebody got to be throwing him the damn ball.
Yeah, but if you're a wide receiver, you have 6 catches, right, or 7 catches. Let's say you have 8 catches for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns, right, and the quarterback is 13 for 35. You know what I'm saying? That's why they count all them different things. So, but if that same quarterback, if that wide receiver has 8 catches for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that quarterback is 22 for 24 with the same 2 touchdowns, then it goes to him. They're gonna give it to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay, well,
it's just on the offensive side. On the defensive side, you would have to have a strip sack, an interception, partridge in a pear tree.
Okay. All right, well, to some other football news, I'm gonna inject my team into this. You see, we have a new head coach, sir.
Yeah, you did. Didn't you say that? I didn't think y'all was gonna get him.
Yeah, I said I didn't predict it, but I said I would like for us to get Sean Payton. He was my preference.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about Dan Quinn. I'm like, well, we don't need another defensive-minded head coach. They were talking about Dan Quinn, and then they were talking about Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh would have been cool, but it took a lot to get him away from Michigan.
Yeah. I thought that's who y'all gonna land until I realized that he'd be walking away from $50 million or something like that.
I wouldn't have been mad had we got Jim Harbaugh, but I'm looking at the way that I wanted Sean Payton because of the way that he worked with Drew Brees when Drew Brees clearly physically was becoming limited. He was becoming more limited by the year. But yet the scheme and the play calling wasn't built to what he couldn't do. It was built to what he still could do. That's why the Saints were still a 12-13 win team every year. So I wanted him to do that with Russell Wilson, who I don't think is that physically limited as Drew Brees was. But I think he's a hell of a lot better because clearly Russell Wilson needs to be coached. He ain't that quarterback. He's not a Peyton Manning where he can run the offense. And the offense is going to be top 3 offense in the league. Russell Wilson's not that dude.
Well, we'll see. A lot can be. We'll see because it could be, like a dude that played for y'all made a point. He was like, coach is supposed to avoid disaster, and maybe that's what Pete Carroll was doing. But all that time, like, you want to do this, you want to do that. We ain't doing it like that. We gonna do it like this, and that's probably, we'll see.
But see, people look at Pete Carroll, and I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve the credit that he gets, because he does. Because he clearly knew something about Russell Wilson that everybody else did not know. Darrell Bevell deserved just as much credit, too, as the offensive coordinator under Russell Wilson. The reason why Pete Carroll is getting so much credit now is not because of how bad Russell Wilson played, but because of how great Geno Smith did play.
Mm-hmm.
But people need to remember that Pete Carroll is a defensive-minded head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Carroll is cut from that Bill Parcells tree where we want to run the ball, play great defense, and deservedly so. Pete Carroll deserves all of the credit in the world because, this time a year ago, we were all looking at Seattle as, oh yeah, they about to be they might be the first pick in the draft. That's how bad they're gonna be.
Yeah.
And Geno Smith came out and proved everybody wrong. But as far as the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton goes, I think it's a good fit. I'm more interested to see now who our defensive coordinator is going to be. Because
go ahead.
Our defensive coordinator just signed with the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, well, I think a lot of stuff we don't see and a lot of stuff people don't get credit for. Like, coaches, they sometimes one of the things they don't get credit is keeping, like, the egos in check. You know what I'm saying? Because people going to beat them. So you got to find a way of people, like, let them beat them but stay on task. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, like Belichick, he got his finger in all the pies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like him and Brady all those years, him keeping that whole thing in check. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of like, it balances each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody like, who y'all had last year, like Nathaniel Hackett or whatever his name was?
Yeah, our head coach, Nathaniel Hackett, yeah.
He probably didn't necessarily command the same respect that a Sean Payton would from somebody like.
Oh, that office that Russell Wilson reportedly has in the Broncos facility, oh, I can guarantee you that shit is done. Done. Gone.
Yeah.
Because Sean Payton is from the Bill Parcells coaching tree.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm glad that we got him. Because Russell Wilson has already said he wants to come out and play into his 40s. Well, we have Russell Wilson under contract until he's 40. We have him for another 6 years. So I would like Sean Payton to get the best out of Russell Wilson that he can get, for the next 6 years. I would. And, we're still going to be in a loaded division, especially if Aaron Rodgers makes his way to Las Vegas.
You think that's going to happen?
I don't know. Because it's tricky. I think it's either going to be the Raiders or the Jets. Because I really think that Green Bay wants to be done with Aaron Rodgers. I think they're about tired of him. They want to see what they got with Jordan Love. You figure Green Bay has young receivers, and then you have a young quarterback, who those receivers can grow with and you build rapport with. Aaron Rodgers has Devontae Adams in Vegas, who they're trying to plot and scheme their way to make that happen. But if you're the Jets, they are, you hear a lot of times, this team is a quarterback away.
And you don't really, and everybody, you hear that often until some of those teams get a quarterback and it works. You're like, aha.
Yeah, like us. That was us last year. Remember, we thought we were a quarterback away. We get Russell Wilson, and we were worse.
Yeah. So was Nathaniel Hackett the coach the year before too?
No, it was Vic Fangio actually.
Oh, okay.
And what killed our season in 2021 was when Teddy Bridgewater got hurt, because we were 7-6. We were playing the Cincinnati Bengals. And a game that we had to win in Denver. We were winning, and then Teddy Bridgewater got hurt. That ended his season and ended any hopes we had. We didn't win another game. And, of course, Fangio lost his job. But Fangio's a defensive-minded head coach. But I would say this. Our defense was great. Our defense was fucking amazing.
I'm glad you said him, too, because I'm going to add Teddy Bridgewater to the list with Geno Smith. Two niggas I really hope we don't get. I hope we don't get them cats.
But if you're the New York Jets, though, wouldn't you want Derek Carr, a younger quarterback?
Yeah.
Because I'm also hearing things about Derek Carr going to Carolina. Now, if Derek Carr goes to the Carolina Panthers, I'm looking at the quarterbacks in that division. The quarterbacks in the division, particularly now that Brady has left, is trash. You got Desmond Ridder, unproven rookie in Atlanta. You have the Saints. Is it Andy Dalton? Is it Jameis Winston? Bucks. Who's y'all quarterback now? Kyle Trask, my boy from Florida.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna be there next year.
Right, and then you have the Carolina Panthers. Are you really gonna stick with Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are you really gonna stick with Sam Darnold? So if Derek Carr went to the Panthers, I don't want to say pencil them in because football can football at any given time, but initially you would think, the Panthers got the inside track. I mean, hell, Tampa Bay might end up with Baker Mayfield.
Don't you do that. Come on, man. Come on, man. You're not saying the stuff I need you to say.
I'm being honest, bro.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
I
retire. I sent out that same paragraph Brady sent out last year. I retire. We get Baker Mayfield.
So who do you want? Okay, who do you want as y'all next quarterback?
Well, I think Lamar Jackson don't got to win the coup.
Yeah. I told you, bro. I told you, keep dreaming on that one.
Yeah. So it's either Derek Carr or Jimmy Garoppolo that we'll probably get. You know what I'm saying?
Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo. You know who y'all quarterback gonna be next year? And I ain't even trying to be funny. I'm being dead ass serious. You know who y'all quarterback's gonna be next year?
Who?
Jacoby Brissett.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm being serious. Now, listen, I haven't been reading any articles where they said Jacoby Brissett to the Bucks. I'm just trying to tell you what I think is going to happen. And I could just see that happening. Jacoby Brissett to the Buccaneers. And that might not be a bad look because Jacoby Brissett is not a bad quarterback. He's just the backup. That's all.
Yeah, he's a very good backup. I can see Derek Carr.
No, well, if you guys land Derek Carr, again, if any quarterback in the NFC South lands Derek Carr, they will be the favorite to win the division. So if it's y'all, then y'all will be the favorite to win the division.
Yeah. Yep. We'll see. But we'll see. We just hope he wait till, I think he gotta give Brady wait till June to file the paperwork, and that 30-something million cap hit 24 that goes next year. If I read correctly.
Brady shouldn't be a cap hit for y'all because he was a free agent.
I understand, but I saw something somewhere that if he waits, depending on when he filed retirement paperwork, it helps us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I see it, I'll send it to you. But yeah, that'll be major because then we can sign Dean back. We can sign Jamel Dean back, and who else? Dean, Levante David.
Don't you want Carlton Davis back?
He already signed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he under contract.
He signed last year. I do. I want all. I mean, I can see. They probably get rid of. Probably let what's 23 name? What's my boy name?
Don't give me the line, bro.
What's the fuck is his name? It's Dean Davis, and he got two last names. So I can see his face. I can't think of his name, but he probably.
Damn it. What's the name? Harvey Bunting or some shit like that?
Yeah, Murphy Bunting.
Murphy Bunting. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, cause
Sean Murphy Bunting. That's his name.
Sean Murphy Bunting. Because we drafted the boy last year to kind of take his spot, and then those are two I want back. For real. I know Murphy. I know Scotty Miller's gone. I know Julio Jones is gone.
Oh, man, Julio Jones can't stay healthy, honestly. And I just read this a couple minutes. I'll say about 20 minutes ago. AJ Green is retiring. I think Julio Jones needs to do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, Brady. That mother. You know what I was thinking too? If Pat,
Don't let that motherfucker go.
if Eli Apple, Patrick Beverly, then Antonio Brown
What?
is Kyrie Irving. That's how I feel. Like they just you win. The shit is working. The shit seems to be unstoppable for the foreseeable future. Then he's like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna work.
Well, speaking of Kyrie Irving, a perfect segment to the next subject. What did you think of the Kyrie Irving trade to the Dallas Mavericks?
That's twice Mark Cuban got LeBron. Like, I don't know, because both of them niggas need the ball, don't it?
Exactly. See, that's exactly my point. This is what I've been trying to tell everybody. I'm like, stylistically, this doesn't match.
Ain't he in the last year of the contract?
Yeah, he'll be a free agent next year. Look, I'm going to tell you just like I just told Sean. Kyrie is going to be a Laker next year. Okay, the owner of the Nets
All
did
that
not...
shit for this year?
He's renting Kyrie for the next 3 months of the season.
3 months of the season. What if you get over there and say, nope, I don't want to play?
Oh, he's gonna play. No, Kyrie's gonna play. He's gonna play with the Mavericks for the rest of the season. He will be a Laker next year. Book it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why you couldn't say it with all enthusiasm about my Lamar? Okay, but yeah, all right.
Because Lamar Jackson ain't coming to Tampa Bay. God damn it. Okay, I'm being realistic with you.
Yeah.
Baltimore would be the biggest idiots. Hey, look, Baltimore would be the biggest idiots this side of Herschel Walker if they let Lamar Jackson go.
And you know what? We can't really afford nobody. Like even Aaron Rodgers, we can't afford him. I think it's a money thing right now.
But Kyrie Irving will be a Laker next year. Book it.
Yeah, that'll be something.
But you said what I've been saying the whole time. Stylistically, Luka and Kyrie, they'll get their numbers, but they ain't gonna mesh. Luka's too ball dominant. Luka needs the ball. Hey, Luka's more ball dominant than LeBron James.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you don't really get the LeBron because you don't get the man of being one of the most successful facilitators of the ball being long. You know what I'm saying? But we know that. What I'm saying is that, of course, LeBron he's a great passer.
No, but I'm not saying that he's as ball dominant as LeBron because he's a great passer. No, I mean, Luka, he's just a ball dominant player. He has to have the ball in his hands. I mean,
right.
And I'm just curious of how he's going to react when there's a player who's more accomplished than him, because Kyrie Irving has accomplished more in his NBA career than Luka, and it's not even close.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that people like Luka, people don't like Kyrie, so they won't give him the same type of credit. That's the truth of the matter. But Kyrie Irving is the more accomplished. To me, Kyrie Irving is the better player than Luka Doncic, because neither one of them motherfuckers play defense. I mean, real shit. I'm just wanting to see how Luka is going to react when Kyrie gets there, and Kyrie is going to need that rock. That rock going to be out of Luka's hands. I don't know if Luka knows what to do when the ball ain't in his hands.
What's the saying? Not enough ball?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to see. I'm interested in that.
So how soon can he be on the floor?
Wednesday. Yep.
What was the last straw? What?
Well, Kyrie demanded to be traded because he wanted a contract extension with Brooklyn. And I can't say that I blame Brooklyn for not signing him to an extension during the season, strictly because of the way Kyrie has been absent from the team for whatever reason over the last 3 years. So this was kind of a prove-it season for Kyrie Irving. Play this whole season, prove that you're committed to the team fully this season, and then we'll start talking negotiations. Apparently Kyrie wasn't satisfied with the timetable. He informed the Brooklyn Nets that I will not be re-signing with you when this offseason comes. And he demanded a trade, so Brooklyn is going to do what they're supposed to do. You don't want Kyrie Irving to walk out the door for free without getting any type of compensation. So they trade him. Dallas wasn't the only team that was interested. It was also the Lakers and the Clippers, a couple other teams who were interested. But bottom line is, Kyrie wanted to go to the Lakers. The owner of the Nets did not want to send him to the Lakers. But Kyrie's going to end up being a Laker anyway because he'll be a free agent after this year, so he can sign whoever the fuck he wants.
He's almost like, like you ever had like, you got a friend of a friend that they, you know what I'm saying? They like your woman or something. She got a friend that's always going to be her friend, but like you always see her in these situations. Like, you understand? Like she look good. Ain't nothing wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? It just don't never seem to work out. Like,
well, that's, I'm not trying to be funny because I love Kyrie Irving's game, but that's Kyrie Irving in a nutshell when it comes to basketball teams.
Yeah, it's like, damn, she was just with dude last year. They took pictures. They can't go. And then come Christmas time, she gone.
She gone.
She gone. Like,
yeah, she gone.
So then her actions got you questioning. I'm like, damn, man, all your friends, like, what the fuck? What's going on?
But think about when the statements that you're making, sir. Think about who the hell you're talking to.
Oh yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Man.
But Kyrie Irving is that person. I was watching this earlier today. Somebody said nobody breaks up a big three like Kyrie Irving. I said, damn, that's kind of harsh.
That is true. He's like,
but it's true.
Toxic. Like, what is wrong with? It's like he's on this odyssey through the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like Odysseus. You know what I'm saying? Like you had, man, how many times you think he go back in his mind to 2016 and when he requested that trade from Cleveland? Because you think LeBron ends up in LA if he stays in Cleveland?
Ooh, if Kyrie Irving never left Cleveland, does LeBron? That's a good question. I would actually say probably not. And if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, you're probably thankful of that. And you wouldn't say that at the time, but you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers now.
Now, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
That doesn't happen if LeBron doesn't leave. You don't get Darius Garland. You don't get Evan Mobley. And then you build your team up to damn near playoff team, and then the one gamble you won it because you got Donovan Mitchell. And speaking of which, have you been seeing all of these fights in the NBA lately? I love it. Let's get back to 90s kick your ass basketball.
Last fight out. I seen something about Austin Rivers, but last time I saw something with Shannon Sharp.
Hey, and ever since Shannon Sharp that wanted to take it to the Memphis Grizzlies, players have been saying, whoop that trick all over the league.
What? I like to see that because you got to think about who you're talking to, player. This cat is in football. He may be old, but I just believe that, you know what I'm saying, he's used to getting hit. You know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah. Shannon Sharp, he may be 54 years old, but bro has the body. Bro has the body of a 30-year-old.
and then you're not gonna out talk this dude. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna out talk him. I don't care what you say. You're not gonna right or wrong. You're not gonna out talk. That was been interesting to see. Can you imagine being a 26-year-old, powerful, 6'5", 6'6", getting laid on your ass by a 50-something-year-old man?
Former tight end. He wasn't even a defensive player. He was a tight end.
It don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine how they would feel. But the fights that I'm talking about, okay, the last one you remember was Shannon Sharp. Okay. Earlier last week, the Memphis Grizzlies were playing the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Dylan Brooks from the Memphis Grizzlies, who's known as a defensive player, a physical player, if you determine physical by this era's way of basketball. I mean, a physical player in this era of basketball would look like a feather duster in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
But anyway, he gets a shot block. He rolls over. He sees Donovan Mitchell, and he swings his hands out and hits Donovan Mitchell in the nuts. So Donovan Mitchell throws the ball at him, about hits him in the face, gets up and pushes him and throws him to the ground. That was fight number one.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next day, Austin Rivers is the Minnesota Timberwolves are playing the Orlando Magic. Austin Rivers plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's running up the sidelines. I don't know what the fuck he said to the Orlando Magic bench. But the dude Mo Bamba, and I don't know if you know the Sheck West song, I got hoes calling in a motherfucking flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song is called Mo Bamba. It's named after this dude who plays for Orlando, Mo Bamba.
I didn't know that.
I don't know. Yeah, it is. I don't know what the fuck he said to him, but Mo Bamba got off the bench and punched Austin Rivers in the fucking face and tackled him on the ground, on the floor. Now that was a fight.
I don't know what he said. But
I don't know what he said.
I'm about to go Google that shit now.
Go Google it. Google it.
You know what? I can guarantee you, as I sit here, he won't say that again.
No.
He won't say that again. Another light skin takes an L.
Hey, you dumb, bro.
Yeah, man, another L for my tribe. Damn, man. Matt Barnes, come back.
And you heard about Matt Barnes? Matt Barnes apparently,
He's not only a client, he's the president. You know what I'm saying? He's been holding this thing down, Jack.
Apparently Matt Barnes spit on a nigga after the 49ers beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, he said the dude ran up. The dude, his fiance's ex or something, was talking shit, and this ain't their first go round.
On their first rodeo.
Yeah, they ain't their first rodeo, and you know Matt Barnes, and this man won't 2 hours away. He right there. Shit, that's easy picking for Matt Barnes. He right here. He ain't got to drive nowhere.
I tell you what, tell Matt Barnes to fight Kwame Brown and see what he say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Tell him to fight Kwame Brown. Okay.
All right.
Don't fuck with Mama's cooking.
Are you saying that Kwame Brown beat him up before?
I'm saying Kwame Brown would stomp a mud hole in his ass.
All right. All right, that might be, you know what I'm saying? That might, the powers that be might can set that up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they should just box and get that shit over with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I see what you said. Oh, yeah, they have. Okay. I got you. Yo, yeah, I remember when Kwame Brown was going off and I remember.
Uh-huh.
I don't care. My boy, Matt Barnes, he's still undefeated in these streets.
Hey, Derek Fisher took his chick.
Yeah, well. Yep.
Oh, that's fucked up because they was teammates too. That's probably how it started.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I said JJ. I was thinking about JJ Redick. I don't know what Austin Rivers said to Mo Bamba, but this man got his ass whooped by a dude sitting on the bench.
So that's Austin Rivers. That's the dude from Memphis.
Dylan Brooks, he light-skinned too. Yeah.
Yep. And you know who I blame? I blame motherfucking I blame Green when he hit that boy Jordan Poole. You
blame Draymond?
Yeah. It's overseas and all this shit. I don't know why.
Okay, we back. Sorry, I had a technical difficulty because Calvin is such a funny ass dude. Who do you blame again for the whole violence on light-skinned people?
Draymond Green when he punched Jordan Poole. After that, it's overseas.
Oh, you know, I'm keeping my hands to myself. I'm banging on the damn computer desk.
That's you just described 3 light beatings in the last 2
You
weeks.
said light beatings?
Yeah. This will be 8 crimes if you do it again. One of them do it again.
Hey, you stupid, bruh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, bro, because I just wanted to bring up them issues. What's the last? Have you seen Megan? The movie Megan?
No.
Hey, you gotta watch this. That shit funny. It's a horror movie, but that shit get me.
Oh yeah.
Movies I think you should watch. I don't know if you've seen them. Megan, Till, the movie about Emmett Till, Mamie Till, about Emmett Till mama, and Emancipated, the Will Smith joint.
I heard that was good.
That was good.
I heard somebody say that the Monique movie was good, but then I heard another person say they wasted 2 hours of their life they ain't gonna get back.
Did you watch the Grammys last night, sir?
I didn't. I didn't know they was on.
Don't feel bad. A lot of us real niggas don't pay attention to that bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't know. I would have liked to know it's on so I can click on it and click off it and say, yeah, you know. But
I'm fucking weak. Hey, you dumb. Hey, bro. Well, you know the invitation is open for you to come to the crib Super Bowl Sunday, okay?
yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm. You know what?
No, don't even say it. Don't say you're gonna do it and then don't do it.
No, what I'm saying is, if once Mahomes lose, then we know. You know.
Well, all I'm saying is that, all right, well, let me tell you what's going to be going on Super Bowl Sunday. And everybody listen to this out here in YouTube land, okay? I'm going to cook a motherfucking loaded spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what a loaded spaghetti is? A loaded spaghetti is going to have chicken, it's going to have sausage, it's going to have pepperoni, it's going to have shrimp.
Shrimp. I knew you was going to say that shit.
It's going to have shrimp. I'm going to have a loaded spaghetti. I'm going to fry some chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna have that yard bird. Okay, I'm gonna have some pig in the blankets. I'm gonna have some meatballs, chips, and dip. Yeah, I'm gonna have some queso dip over there, bitch, too.
And you know what? Watching the games over there all them years, that's the reason why I can't have spaghetti without chicken.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Yeah, man, they was, shit, that shit goes great together. You can't eat it no other way.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So just to give you an idea what you'll be missing if your black ass don't come over here.
Okay.
And if I have enough brothers over here, if I have enough of my boys over here, maybe we could get in a game of cards.
Yeah, that might work.
Gee, he's saying it might work, but watch his black ass don't come over here.
Okay. It might surprise you. You never know.
Okay, we'll see.
You never know. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You never know.
No, I don't have to. No, I don't know. You don't have to what?
I ain't got to sit here and watch my team lose no more, so.
Well, that's true. That's a good point.
I'm free.
Well, what I'm about to do, sir, is I'm about to make this cheesesteak pizza for dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should try it, man. Marco's cheesesteak pizza. It's the Philly cheesesteak pizza. They the shit.
Okay.
All right, broski.
All right, man.
I'll get at you.
All right.
Later. Brother Calvin. All right, my nigga, my ninja. All right, so, yeah, I done got my Super Bowl picks enough. Again, wish I could have had Tony on here, but, Tony, again, wasn't available. Not to just talk about the football picks, because I'm pretty sure he would have picked the Kansas City Chiefs. His Eagles hate would have taken him that way to do it. But I also still wanted to talk to him about this Tyree Nichols situation. But it is what it is. I'm sure we will rap about it, and it will be on wax. But with that being said, where the buzzer. Well, this is Super Bowl week, and I'm definitely excited for Sunday. Can't wait for Sunday to get here. But that is the sports part of this show, but this show also comes with a piece of life. And I say that because I just found out today that a cousin of mine from Powhatan, Virginia, I'll leave names nameless, but a cousin of mine just unfortunately was killed by her husband at her boyfriend's house. Now, that may make you say, wait a minute, what? Because that's what I said when I found out about it. Wait a minute, what? And the husband left a Facebook Live message of confession after he did what he did. And I watched the whole video, and to be honest with you, and the husband was a Facebook friend of mine. To be honest with you, I wish I had been able to talk to him before he decided to do the actions that he did, which was taking the life of my cousin. And I only say that because, you know, listening to the Facebook Live, listening to the confession, and listening to him air his grievances out on social media and say everything that he was going through, I actually had to, you know, sit there and listen and say, well, damn, I literally was going through the same thing. I was literally going through the same thing. Not quite as to the extent that he was, but I could relate to his emotional pain. I could relate to his emotional anger, and I could just relate to his state of mind, but I can't relate to his actions, because while I understand the emotional pain that he was going through, you did not have to go about doing what he ended up doing as any type of justification. You know, there were children involved. Now, those children don't have parents, unfortunately. And I'm not justifying anybody's awful actions, because remember, the murder victim, if you will, is a family member of mine, you know. But listening to the confession, if all this is true, and I've spoken with various members of my family today, that everything that he said was true, everything that he said in this video was accurate, you cannot push a person to the edge and treat a person like trash because you don't think that they will do anything. You never know. Everybody is different in every situation. And sometimes when you push a person over the edge, when a person feels like they're giving their all and they're giving their heart and giving their soul, and it's being spit on, for lack of a better term, or it's being taken for granted, being taken all for naught, you have some people who will react in that way. And I'm not justifying it or making an excuse, because it's a disgusting way to act. But what these people actually need is somebody to talk to, somebody to let them know that they care. And in my case, a person who has been through it, who's been through the same thing. And I didn't react that way. I just said, you know what? I didn't react that way because I had children to think about. I went through very similar situations before I ever started this podcast. I did. Before I ever started this podcast, one of the reasons why I started this podcast is because I needed some type of outlet, because the things would just be replaying through my mind on a daily basis. You have no idea when situations like that occur and you have infidelity in a marriage, that can really just fuck with your psyche to a degree that people don't even know about. And you just have to find something to do, whether it's playing sports, whether if it's just doing something. And my something was this. Now that wasn't the sole reason why I started this podcast. I mean, I love sports. And I love talking. I feel I'm a very entertaining person, but that's one of the main reasons. That's one of the reasons why I started this, because I saw it. You've heard me say this before. If you've been a long time listener, I've used this as an outlet for me to just be me and say what the hell I have to say and not worry about judgment, just me talking. And sometimes people need something. When you feel that, when you feel like your life is in the shitter and you feel like the person that you dedicated your life to has said to hell with you and doing you wrong, you just need something. But you cannot act in that form of fashion. That's just not the way to do it. What did Nas say on Ether? I've been fucked over, left for dead, dissed, and forgotten. And a lot of people feel that way, but everybody's not built to take that. But with proper help, proper conversation, proper guidance, we can all get through that stuff together. That's just my belief. And it's very unfortunate. It's very sad because, again, now there are children out there who don't have their parents. And to my cousins who have suffered a loss, my heart and my condolences, because I remember us all we used to on a weekly basis, we hung out, we played, we ate, we broke bread, all of that as a child, all of that, but the message I'll send out is, if you're not happy in a relationship, get out the relationship the right way. If you're not happy in a relationship that you're in, exit the relationship as cleanly and as delicately and as classy as possible. Don't exit a relationship saying, I'm going to do what I do, to hell with how this other person feels, because they're not going to do anything anyway. Because you know why? Because in a lot of situations, which includes this one, they will do something. And the something that gets done is something that is not beneficial to anybody. Only hurtful, and something that now there are children who are going to have to live with this for the rest of their life because of the way that two adults chose to conduct themselves instead of being parents and rational thinking human beings. So with that being said, that's the serious life topic that I have to talk about. Definitely hit that subscription button and become part of the Sports Plus Life family. It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns. It's Sports Plus Life. Super Bowl Sunday. We going with them Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm out this beer. I'll holla at you. Be safe, peace, and I love you.